So yeah, we're going to be a little confused at first because, what we're going to realize is the love that we got from these narcissistic relationships that feels so real. It feels so like true and genuine. And we're going to start wondering as they start to change, is this actually abuse? And it's going to be confusing because how could somebody that was like so kind to us one day and so cruel to us the next? How is that abuse? Well, that is part of the pattern. That is part of the manipulation cycle. Because what you're going to find is narcissists are experts at rewriting every single story until you think the damage that you're feeling was actually your fault, that it was a mistake or a word or a sentence or just an action that you did that was wrong. Well, the whole thing is like in an actual loving environment, you're allowed not to be perfect. But in a narcissistic one, it's like you have two roles. You either praise the narcissist and all of their genius and loving and how beautiful they are, or you're going to become their enemy. And they don't actually care which is which, because they're going to get narcissistic supply from either source. But the whole thing is they set us up for failure because we cannot be that perfect mirror that they have. Because even them, they don't even love themselves. So it's even if we can be convincing enough for a short period of time, deep down in their core, they're going to not feel that own love for themselves. And what we're going to realize in that whole process when we flip the script and when we see reality for what it was, we're going to see that the entire relationship, it wasn't intimacy at all. It wasn't love at all. It was just a form of manipulation that just kind of got our brains kind of stuck into these trauma cycles. And we just created these little grooves where we were hoping and anticipating and wanting, just validation and love and consideration. But we were trying to get it from a source that just wasn't able to give it. Just because we couldn't get it from them, at some point through the healing process, we learned to give that to ourselves. And once we give that to ourselves, and we don't need the validation of somebody that's toxic to prove that we're worthy. We just know it. We feel it. It's in our bones. It becomes in our DNA. And then behavior like that is just not something that we tolerate any longer.